So clearly I have quite a lot of explaining to do. It's now Thursday, and on Saturday I had told you all that I was going to do a video on Sunday. Now don't get me wrong, I had the fullest intentions of posting and doing that video, and I did record it. I've got it recorded obviously on my computer, but unfortunately some things had happened on Sunday that kind of prevented me from going any further with it. Basically I had to go into hospital for an emergency appointment. Nothing kind of particularly wrong, but it was just some really bad chest pains and things which I thought may have been related to Roaccutane, but apparently that's not the case at the moment, which is good. So the video that I was going to do, I'm going to do that next week, and today I'm going to talk about some of the products that I've been using so far. We're currently on week 3 of Roaccutane. We start week 4 on Monday, and the doctors are kind of saying that the progress is good and stuff, that they're not too worried about anything, which is good. So I'll basically just talk about the stuff that I've been using for my skin and my hair. So I'm going to start with the scalp. Roaccutane has immensely catapulted my psoriasis to the maximum that I can imagine it would ever be to on my scalp. It's very annoying and can be itchy and quite sore on your skin. Psoriasis looks like this. Oh, I have low battery. Psoriasis looks like this. You may have also heard it from things like the Kardashians. Kim Kardashian has it. She tried to use Kourtney's breast milk to get rid of it. I tend to go for more medicinal chemical ways, like this shampoo that was prescribed to me by my doctor. It's called NIZORAL 2%. It's a medicinal shampoo. Unlike that horrific shampoo that you get when you were younger, anyone that had issues with your scalp in the kind of late 90s, early 90s, mid 90s, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This doesn't have a smell, and it's pink, which makes it cute. And don't worry about it colouring your skin. I am platinum blonde, and there's no pink coloration, etc, etc. I now move on to body and skin. I'm trying to do this really quickly. I've got 4% on my MacBook, not exciting. This is apricot scrub from a company called Eden. It's so good. You can get this like online, Amazon, eBay, individual shops online. I get it in Glasgow in a shop called, I think it's called Sine in Beauty, and it's so good. It's in Savoy Centre for anybody that lives in Glasgow or is willing to travel to Glasgow to get this or do whatever. It's so good. It is soft enough to use every day. It smells so good. Obviously it smells like apricots, kind of state the obvious. It has lots of different coloured little beads in it. Well, there's 2 coloured, they're black and brown. And it's so soft. It's like a really soft exfoliant. And I don't use this on my body every day or my face. I'll use it on my body probably every second day, sometimes every third day depending how it's feeling. And I'll use it on my face once a week, because I then use this exfoliant every day apart from the day I'm using this, obviously. This is not going to go into focus. Ha! This is from a company called Forever Living. It's called the Forever Aloe Scrub. I always think it says Forever Alone. Maybe that's subconscious, psychological, I'm not sure. This is so good. It's a beautiful colour. Doesn't make your face that colour, unfortunately, but it's nice to look at. So it's a kind of, looks white here, but it's a kind of teal jasmine colour. Jasmine's my favourite Disney princess, so that just makes my life happy. It is super soft and it doesn't hurt. I've just had a brilliant idea. I'm going to exfoliate this. So it's such a super soft exfoliant, and I thoroughly enjoy using it all the time, every day. Right now my skin is super dry and super sore, so I don't really have makeup on today. I accidentally pulled my nose off last night. It was so sore. Still is. My skin is tight and dry, so I didn't exfoliate last night. I think I might be over exfoliating, even though it says it's good enough to use every day. Probably not when you're on Roaccutane. After that I would use Aloe Propolis Cream. Can't believe I just said that once. I've already tried to mention it and say it about 400 times in 400 other videos. This is so good. I use this as a night cream, but I guess you can use it at any time during the day. So this is so nice. I love this to bits. I just hit myself in the face with it, I don't know why. It's a kind of waxy, kind of oily consistency, so I guess you could say it's kind of oily. I like it. I think it feels nice. So just putting it on there. I tend to, it says use liberally. Yep, apply liberally as needed. Depending on how I feel, I will just put on some like that. If my skin is kind of like making me want to punch myself in the boobs, I will pack it on everywhere overnight. Then when I wake up, I'll actually be able to move my forehead and things, which is fun. In the morning, I will use the Forever Living Aloe Moisturising Lotion. This is so nice as well. This is a nicer, it's not a nicer consistency, it's a creamier consistency, and it just kind of glides on the face and spreads evenly. That sounds very rude, that's not what I mean. But it does its job very well. I'm trying to, yeah. So obviously that's not going to just kind of make that go away, but it will moisturise it and it will make life fun. That is so good. I also use it as a primer. So I put it on half an hour before I do my makeup. These and this product as well. This is Aloe Lips from Forever Living with jojoba. I have it on just now, and I'm not going to demonstrate how to put lip gloss on or lip balm, because if you're watching this and you don't know how to do that, I would be worried. But yeah, this is such a good lip balm, it's amazing. All of these 4 products, I can't count, all of these products from Forever Living, so all of these were given to me by a very good friend of mine and once a colleague, who is basically a distributor representative of Forever Living. So she gave me them to trial them to see how they do and how they work with me and Roaccutane. I fully think that I will be purchasing these because they're so good, and I would say they're worth the money. I told my friend that I would be doing a review. She didn't ask me to do it, but I forgot to ask about kind of things like mentioning her name or her shop, etc., to let you guys know where to buy it, etc., if you want to. So what I'll do is I'll find out from her if she's okay with it, and then I'll add it down below. And I'll also list all the names and all the products that I've used and stop hitting myself with products. But yeah, that's basically what I use at the moment. This is subject to change because really I'm like the little hamster of YouTube and Roaccutane, and it's just kind of trial and error. So